Oh, suara Ben masuk.
Oh, shit. Yo. Selesai.
Yo, kabel casan baru cek.
Mata kau.
Jadi ini kabel casan baru gua dari Akom.
Goblok.
Sama iklan gitu.
Tolol ini. Aduh.
Karena kan yang paling lembut itu cuma suara ketikan dari keyboard Akom.
Diam, saya tidak dipromosi.
Tapi di AdSense.
Nggak ada.
Kan channelnya udah 1000 subscriber.
Saya belum nyalain AdSense, bodoh.
Oh, kirain. Beli sosro.
Goblok.
Teh botol terenak.
Matanya lah. Aduh. Switch. Guys. Gua mau ambil charger sebentar. Matanya masakin Indomie loh.
Kah, kan kita selama di tempat Insomnia kita makannya pop mie, Indomie.
Enggak,
Hampir
mata
tiap hari
kau.
malah.
Mata kau saja itu.
Bahkan kita hampir setiap hari makan es krim.
Tidak ada. Diem.
Kenapa?
The fuck kau.
Ele portai, yeah.
Yo, let's go. Conversation. Makan Indomie janji matanya.
Sama mie sedap.
Wah, sedap. Yes. Kita. Oke guys.
Oh iya.
Anda jangan berisik. Diam. Rusuh banget sumpah. Oke.
Marjorie. Mickey.
Oh, hello, Bennett. I haven't seen. No. Huh. You mean that's right?
Kenapa bahasa
Well,
Inggris?
most of the good. What? Oh shoot.
Halo, kenapa?
Okay, even thick when you wear them, you can see all the elements, even the slightest traces of elemental energy. Oh, I talked to that. Oh, well,
Ben diam-diam
no,
tapi
those
bagus
do.
lagunya kece,
Unfortunately,
anjay
so
kece, rada di skip.
don't let it bother.
Oh ya, tepat.
Halo.
Saya belum ganti bahasa sebentar. Wah, Jepang. Wah, kalau pengen bahasa Jepang download dulu ya. Masalah.
Hi, Sarah. Table for two, please. I'm so sorry. I don't think we'll be able to serve you two today. Huh? How come? It doesn't seem really busy here.
Habis kan aku lagi berangkat sama dia.
Well, how can I put this? Just before you two arrived, an entire delegation from
Astaga.
Snezhnaya has come to stay at the Goth Grand Hotel. So, although you might not see many people here, the kitchen is... they really know how to rope people into doing things for them.
Kedengeran nggak?
Yeah. Would have thought we'd have so much trouble just trying to get some food. In which case,
Nggak, gampang.
there probably isn't much we
Live
can do
stream
about it.
lancar. Gak ada patah-patah kan,
Start.
guys?
Well, how about we just head to Mondstadt General Goods? We can at least get some basic adventure supplies. What do you think? You're in, right? Let's go.
Aku boleh kok jadi spektator. Tapi habis
Lancar. Sip. Akhirnya.
si Darren,
Gak burik kan? Gak burik kan?
si Darren sama ini apa?
That's strange. The owner, Blanche, isn't here.
Enggak,
That's really rare.
kan habis lawan si
Let's go
Darren,
over there and see what that
Darren
sign says.
Kemana?
pantai tuh
Ini.
Darren.
Ini. Wih, Bennett.
Ya.
Bennett. Ah, diskon. Cuma diskon.
Semangat, pertanyaannya.
Hampir 60 FPS.
Walau
Ya, emang di sini
pasti akan menang.
di OBS-nya emang juga 60 FPS ini. Bicara dengan Bennett.
Wow! Is this for real? A discount? I mean, sure, but
Gak, aku jarang
Not when I'm
diskon
around.
seperti ini.
I've never had such good luck before.
Jarang.
It must be because I'm with you.
Kedua tuh main.
Wow, lucky folk really
Oh,
have it
jelas.
different.
Tapi pas gacha show dapet.
Then again, any discount's a bit
Wait,
meaningless
guys.
without Blanche being here. Shall we, when Blanche comes back, I'm gonna buy a bunch.
Astaga, diborong.
Great shot, great shot. Bukan
After
great
all,
shot.
this is a rare opportunity, especially for someone like me.
Oh ya kah? Begitukah Bennett? Tanding
It's
gacha
taking
kah
quite a
Bennett?
while. It
Aduh.
must be an emergency. I feel like she hardly ever leaves the camp. Patience is a virtue for adventurers too.
Aduh, shit.
That Blanche is in some kind of trouble? I'm getting a bit worried. The 50% discount, it's probably just all this waiting around. Come on. I don't usually say this, but do you think it's time? Blanche probably won't be back today. I guess I overestimated my luck. That's right. I shouldn't let myself get down about it. Oh, are you waiting for me? Blanche! We've been waiting for you for ages. You're finally back. I
Astaga.
was getting worried about you. What happened?
Oh, nothing like that. I was just sorting some things out at home. Thanks for your concern, though. But why are you two waiting anyway? I posted a notice saying that we would take.
Rose? We didn't see a sign like that. And anyway, isn't it 50% off the whole store today?
Let me. That's weird. It looks like someone removed the half price notice you saw was for yesterday. Sorry about that.
Oh. Thanks. I'm fine. I should have seen this coming. So sorry. I feel like I've done nothing but no matter what I do. It's
Udah seharian
so
baru
bad.
kuman ya.
Oh, parah.
Asyik. Jadiin mod. Sabar. Orang. Iya, woi, bentar. Orang. Wait. Wait, guys. Udah kurang ajar di spam. Lagi live stream. Sebentar ya, sabar.
bunyi apa
Dah.
siapa sih kok?
Sudah tuh.
Kok dari tadi bunyi apa siapa sih?
Kok?
Kau buka WA? Halo?
Ya kenapa?
Oh, pantesan.
Chat live-nya ke stop. Hah? Nggak ada lanjutannya. Ada kok. Ada. Ada. Yang di video. Oh iya, yang di video ke stop. Iya dong, ke stop dong. Chat test, please wait. I want to connect, please try again later. Oh shit. Bentar guys. Live chatnya mau dimatiin dulu apa gimana? Dia malah lancar loh. Iya sabar, tahu gue item ya tahu. Ya udahlah kalau chatnya ini gimana lagi udah. Aku tahu juga kalau ininya screennya hitam. Nah udah kan? Sebentar.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wonder on the roof of them.
Oke. Let's go ngerjain quest adik-adik. Kerjain quest daily dulu nih. All fun. Deliver. Mabar, ngerjain quest gak bisa mabar woi. Ngerjain quest mas sendiri-sendiri, mana bisa mabar. Nah di atas ya. Udah rank adventure-nya ini belum? Rank adventure-nya udah 16. Harus 16 dulu rank adventure soalnya kalau pengen mabar. Nanti kalau udah nggak quest, ini quest banyak tuh, lihat deh, nih, masih banyak. Jalan. Gak ngerti mainnya capek. Astaga. Di Twitch ada yang live. Oh GG. Kayak gitu. 60 fps kan masih? Videonya masih 60 fps kan? Oh manusia dark zone ini. Monster maksudnya. Weh, wah sumpah. Iya. Mampus loh. Wah tuh terbang sana. Terlalu EZ adik-adik. Lihat live chat screen-nya, wah freeze. Tahu. Gak bisa diatur masalahnya. Mau aku atur emang, tapi nggak bisa. Aduh. lagi questnya.
Ada sakuda kedomi teh.
Wow, one hit reset. Gak bisa. Oh, wah ngelag seketika. Sini. Kok urus pakai Bennett doang deh.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Ada lagi kan? Oh ini. Reset. Kalau nggak bentar deh. Kalau live chatnya notice bentar. Display capture saya matiin dulu ya. Ini gara-gara tadi ini laptop mati. Enggak. Ralfi masih nggak jalan dong. Oh, tar. Coba. Jalan nggak sih? Wah, jalan sih jalan. Tapi bentar. Oke. Kok nggak bisa? Itu. Nggak bisa.
Sani roti.
Nah, sudah kan? No, I don't smell rabbit. Astaga. Wait, sebentar. Dari tadi mati mulu loh. Daily quest selesai kah? Oh, belum. Wah, mana? Kesana. Wah, stres yang naruh di situ tuh patung monster. Patung Geo. Ini apa? Mana sih? Di sini kan? Oh ini. Boba. Let's go Boba. Adventure time. Oh. Balik gak? Ini lumayan nih. Bisa buat upgrade karakter atau enggak senjata. Nih diambil-ambilin nih. Hadiah misi harian, nanti aja dah ngambilnya dah. Event nanti aja. Cari Zhongli perpisahan. Ya deh, ini gua kerjain nih. Oke. Bener-bener ya. Masih lancar sih 60 fps. Di sana itu. Di sini dia.
Is there anything I can do for you too?
Sebelum corona ada dia namanya corona. Naik mobil.
Corona tuh itu unsur matahari.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui?
Ada dong.
Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Lila? Visiting the Fatui, we had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh, yang mau add friend itu UID ada di bawah ya?
Status papa potensi jalan-jalan ke Jepang gratis.
Bodoh amat.
Hanya dengan beli 2 box pertama.
Ben, saya tidak peduli. Anda paham?
Jepang kok.
Saya tidak peduli.
Kau ibu.
Bacot. Kau tuh ibu, lari dari ibu. Bukan ini ya? Oh, di atas. Kenapa kesini? Di sini ya. Nah, di sini nih. Jangan jatuh, Bapak. Bapak Rajar mohon dimengerti.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
I knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
Oh iya, Kak.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tuss. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but the real deceivers here are Senor and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
Woi, benteng catur, Cok.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the leader, Gio? Now, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the no...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter of...
Yeah, I don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing. Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyra goes into an uproar.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to say.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, in 6,000 years, the of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago, even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties? But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have... That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their year hardly recognized the city. Yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Chising, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the tradition. Thank you for walking that path with me, Traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Chising. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liu would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liu. I, on the other hand, will be forever
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoyani Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! Our Johnny always told us a good trade is a fair trade. There's no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract, as for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Oke. Selesai. Oke. Gak ada apa-apa kan di sini? Oke. Wait guys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Aduh. Oh, nggak jauh, nggak jauh. Nggak jauh tapi disuruh ke sana. Udahlah. Kita keluar aja. Kekuatan angin traveler ini OP anjir. Kok ngilang? Oh bentar guys, patah-patah tiba-tiba loh. Gue main roller PS. Fit sampai PS-nya terlalu berat rasanya. Gak bisa dong. Ya 30 ya udah. Apa-apa lah 30 fps udah enak udah.
Ronde pertama lagi gigi.
So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the guards... There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngest, pretty hot Fatui.
They certainly are very suspicious.
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Ada
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
So, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one in the...
You mentioned it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very... I mean, it all fits together. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never...
Ah, forget it. Hear ye all! The Chisings were, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives. So too must they. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth, having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's heights. He beseeched, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge.
Diamond needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. They suddenly give up looking for the murderer. Not to mention how this excuse sounds. Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go.
Kok rame?
Disappear!
Look, it's Ningguang and Kuchin.
Awas, ada tornado adik-adik.
Speech is over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We're indeed prosperous, but blinded by the long, unending dream of our Archon walking. Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with the contracts as we build a new age of prosperity?
Guys. Wait. Kita balikin. Wah, bener-bener. Wait.
The Tianchuan. Does Her Eminence the Yuhan have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking at this?
Traveler.
Yes! She really is looking at...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liu Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Wah, ini nih. Katanya ini nanti bakal ada suara iter.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Ya, cuma gitu apa? Mana aja?
But it's well.
Ada mappingnya ya.
As for the mortals,
Tersong diri kita tempat ini.
Hey, Joey! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rexlot, and here you are looking up.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you.
Astaga.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create more. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should have, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse it.
Oh, no wonder! Connor gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could. No matter how... I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling the streets of Liyue, that is true. Liyue, that is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Connor thinks that we should move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors... Yes, the nation has been closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue prefer to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among
Connor thinks we've heard that one before.
Raiden
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden.
That said, though people are the ones who say that the situation is...
Iya emang. Tapi di sini Archon Electro Inazuma di Genshin belum ada, baru disebut tadi.
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been...
That's how people in Tibet see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt decree.
Vision Hunt?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hand...
They want to seize visions? But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under...
Whoa!
The Animal Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstake. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of, when 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is near. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before I
These are indeed false. I've heard that Ningguang... Those poor Snezhnai. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Selesai juga akhirnya. Oke, lumayan. Logico. Cara. Dari Zhongli. Itu komandannya. Bukan. Ini apa nih? Masih banyak loh yang belum aku kerjain. Ini
children, come. Oh, no.
gift from Kaya?
Oh, child. You're so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you must. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often. That simply won't do. Especially since, unfortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just terrible.
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lap? But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I...
That's right! Funny stuff!
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Well, for some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihuan Marsh, you would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. And if you were lucky enough, to find shimmer soil in this map, even more difficult to find is Smaragdus Jadeite, which must, in any case, Smaragdus Jadeite is an adeptite treasure, and the adeptal power within is not... goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding...
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an
Aduh,
adeptus.
insyaallah.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Leela House? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when we...
Maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of...
I'm back, Granny.
Ash, Yoi Mia. Yan Fei. Yan Fei nggak sih?
Allow me to do the honors.
Oh ya, Yan Fei.
This child here is Yan Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yan Fei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his travel.
Of course.
course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
Hah?
You became one of Levi's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared a shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office
Wow,
address.
sangat
Keep it handy.
bacot adik-adik.
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Hana was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An adeptus? I guess, kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Leela Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about...
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential, Yanfei. Are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Leela greatly after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
That's a really thick book. What kind of things do you have in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snesh Kressel. A Snezhnaya merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal... He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where... Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll...
Wow. An adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. That's the first for sure. Best we be a little more careful.
Aduh. Bicara dengan Kressel. Sorry, Om. Oh, ini apa?
Hello, Mr. Kressel. Has this...
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end I did acquire a small... Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize, I've already rented them out to a late...
Wait! Isn't smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhu Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhu Qiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Xiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
Zikyo. Oh ini.
Lily Pavilion, best elite food in town.
Oh, disuruh masuk ya. Firasatku sih ini disuruh masuk sih. Salah ya.
Lo kena copyright kan?
Goblok. Mana sih dia? Orang yang namanya Zikyo ini. Tuh. Coba aja. Oops. Lihat mana ya naiknya? Jangan ke atas mana ya? Apa gua harus masuk dari dalam ya buat naik ke atas? Gak bisa kan? Gak bisa loh. Coba deh gue masuk dari dalam deh. Masalahnya gak bisa loh. Pengen juga. Wait guys. Kok nggak ada ya? Oops. Wait guys, bentar. Gue pusing sendiri kan dari jalan. Oh. gue paham. Bersihin.
Whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is that how you do, Mr. Chow? We understand that my assistant. So now I'm very interested in them.
Astaga.
I don't know how it could have happened. I was keeping right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. As if I have to pay their original value. There's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice. My family is in the oil business too, but business has been suffering ever since the past. We now have a backlog of orders just sitting around, having to purchase some stock from other oil merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several oil merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what they want to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But not if that's what happens. What? Do you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but
Hold on. Don't... Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I'm sure I have it right here. Let me see.
That's right! Daphne said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Chichao somehow. True. Though surely there must be a way